And on an hour-by-hour, day-by-day basis, the President of the United States has chosen to throw our economy into turmoil. Global markets are teetering on the brink of collapse. Businesses across this country and here in Minnesota are already laying off employees by the thousands. Working people are paying more for basic goods, and if you haven't checked your 401k lately, don't do it. So let's be very clear. None of this had to happen. When the president took office 3 months ago, there was no reason to throw a wrench in the works and destroy decades of work. But if you listen to anything that comes out of his mouth, one thing has become clear. He's just plain confused about how the world really works for working people. We're talking about a guy that slapped a 10% tariff on an island populated only by penguins. It'd be funny as hell if it wasn't true and stupid. It makes no sense to anyone. That isn't servant leadership. It's not any kind of leadership. It's small, it's weak, and it's petty. It takes the awesome power of the federal government and turns it into a crude weapon, wielded by a man who wants to be king. As governor, I will continue to do everything in my power to protect Minnesotans from getting hurt and continue to provide shelter from the storm for Minnesotans. But I want to be clear. It is not enough to complain about the damage of the administration is causing. It's not even enough to try and clean up as much of this mess as we can. We need to prove to the people of Minnesota and to the American people there is a better way to govern. Because the truth is, this current administration in Washington, they're not forever. These small petty men will disappear into the dustbin of history, and when they do, there will be an opportunity and an obligation to actually rebuild government so that it works for working people. If we're all going to seize the opportunity, we have to be ready to show that we can be trusted with that obligation. If we want to earn back the trust of the American people in government, we have to be honest about the fact government hasn't always deserved that trust in the first place. And if we want the chance to govern righteously, if we want the chance to govern ambitiously, then we have to do a better job of proving that we can govern responsibly. Which brings me to this year's budget. 2 years ago, we made historic investments in our people and in our future. And I want to be very clear. We are not walking away from the commitments we've made to our schools, to our health care, to green energy, to public safety, to feeding our kids, and to taking care of seniors. We keep that promise.